welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're doing a final pour episode. This is a send-off to the Cutty Sark blended Scotch whiskey. It's coming in at 40% alcohol by volume. Not a lot to look at, just a little bit of information back there. We're going to go ahead and have the final pour. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. All my returning viewers, you know how we do. We're giving another send-off to one of the bottles which we had very, very early on the channel, 2025, the Cutty Sark. That's the clipper ship they called the Cutty Sark. This was a very light, very nimble, very quick ship. See all those sails? That catches a lot of wind. It's got a very shallow, very narrow, very thin. It's a very light ship. That gives it speed and agility, which can outmaneuver and outpace any other ship that the Navy, the Royal Navy, had on the waters. I'm a bit of a Navy man myself. I appreciate the water, the ships and whatnot. But, you know, that's a different story. We're going to try and keep this in a timely manner. So, for all the new people, let's do the rundown real quick. So, Mr. Randy does a 3-part series when he does a whiskey, wine, libation review. Number 1, off the rip. Get it home, crack it open, pour it in a glass, have my first impression, and share it with you. Part 2 is going to be the full review. Get it down here about halfway, leave whatever's left for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on scheduling. I go on the internet, find as much and or really as little as possible, bring it back to you, and present it to you. And I score it, we talk about it, we drink it. Part 3, all the way down here, final pour, thusly named. We have the final pour, which we are here doing here today. We're going to compare that to the first pour and everything in between. So this is, again, another bottle in the revisited series Mr. Randy is making a regular thing. So 2026 we're doing the first time. 2027 we'll go back and we'll revisit. And hopefully this will become a yearly thing where we just come back, we see, has anything in the bottle changed, or have we as the enjoyers changed? Has our palates changed? Have we changed our minds about what we like to drink, what we don't like to drink? On the nose, it's very beautiful. It's very light. A little bit of light honey, vanilla, a little bit of oak, a very little bit of oak, and just a twinge of spice dancing around with that oak. This is a very wonderful light blend of Scotch. The Cutty Sark, like other clipper ships, were used in, how should we say, delivery of certain items in libations of sorts. They could be legally produced, which means they were taxed, or creatively produced and shipped with no tax. So Cutty Sark was, where are we at? Where is it at? The J&B Rare. The J&B Rare was a direct competition to Cutty Sark. And it gave Cutty Sark a run for its money, and I do believe as far as sales go, I don't know about popularity, but as far as sales go, the J&B Rare overtook this fast little ship. And yeah. So when it came to the United States of America back during Prohibition times, the J&B Rare sank this ship. Just go ahead and get it on the palate. Let's get that first palating out of the way. It's got a very nice mix of like light fruits, a little bit of honey, vanilla, a little bit of spice to top it off. It's very light, it's very easy, but that first palating is not going to give us a full show. So let's go ahead and get that second one and then see what it says. And if I speak so highly about the Cutty Sark, when I tell you the J&B Rare, it is what it is. It beats out the Cutty Sark. But I'll walk that back. The Cutty Sark and the J&B Rare are different. They roughly have the same price point, but the Cutty Sark is a little bit on the lighter side of things, while the J&B Rare are a little bit more bold. Let's get one more and then we'll talk about the palate. Yeah. As you can see, it's got good viscosity. And that does work very well in the mouth and palate. The entire mouth gets coated very nicely. There is a little bit of spice and a tingling that gets all over the mouth. I'd say everything's about a 1, including the heat that builds up on the back end. I would say that's probably more towards the 2 than the 1. While everything else, the lips, haven't got anything in the gums yet. The cheeks are just barely there, the tongue barely there, tip over the top, lips too. The gums haven't kicked in yet, but that'll probably come out in the finish. And like I said, this is comparable to the J&B Rare, but this is on the lighter side. This would probably be something that you would add to a mix or something where you do not want the whiskey to overtake any of the flavor characters of the libation that you're making. The J&B Rare, on the other hand, is going to poke its head out and let you know that it's in there somewhere. All right, so let's go ahead and get that finish on there. Yep, that's a big one. That was a big one. I was trying to knock it down there for a few palatings before I went for the finish. So I am getting tip of the tongue work. And it's very slowly crawling across the back of the tongue. There is some gums coming in. The gums are poking in there now. Still get some good stuff on the lips. The cheeks are still kind of standoffish. The heat in the back is still roughly the same. It's very light. It's very easy, very smooth. Flavor dissipates relatively quickly, which is sad, but that just means you can have another sip. You can have another pour. Granted, but this is an inexpensive but good quality Scotch. It's got a pretty good history to it. Appreciate that for the sharing. I hope you appreciate the sharing. The effects are kind of lingering a little bit, and I think that that's going to probably hang around for another minute or two, and then it'll probably just be pretty much gone. Well, if you're still here, still watching the channel, that means, hey, I've captivated your intrigue and your interest for this long. Go ahead and hit the like on that video. Lets me know about the interactivity. What's even more than that is leave a comment. So let me know what you think in the comments section about Cutty Sark. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Let's have a good one.